Good morning, everyone. This is Ravecow. We are playing some more Pokémon Odyssey, ROM hack of Pokémon Fire Red, inspired by Etrian Odyssey and Maiden Abyss. Today, I'm hoping to get through the third Stratum. It looks like there are 3 bosses. I have my team plan for the first one, because I'm not sure if I get to change teams between or not. So I'm gonna try the first one. And if it turns out there's 2 in a row, we'll make a best effort. And if not, we'll go back to the drawing board and try and come up with something that can do 3 fights in a row. If that's the case, I am terrified because this first fight was already pretty rough. So here's our team. We have Markman in his original iteration. We have Habitan. Oh, wait, actually, I actually screwed something up. Just a second. Okay, I have fixed my mistakes. I saw 2 things wrong as soon as I got started. So, Hariyama, Markman, Thick Fat, Assault Vest. Fake Out is going to allow us to prevent damage on the first turn and protect our other teammate. And then Fire Punch is going to give us a lot of power in the sun. Knockoff is going to give us some general coverage and help control items. Overall, I'm expecting, and Dream Punch is going to let us heal. Overall, I'm really hoping that Markman can take a few hits. I've done the math on it a bit. I don't know how long he's going to last, but he's going to be in for a lot of this, I believe. The reason is because he's protecting Leafeon. Habitan is going to be our starting and in our lead. The enemy team is setting the sun this time, so we don't have to. And Habitan is faster than their opposing Venusaur, but can't one-shot it. So we need to take out their other Pokemon, which is a Ninetales, on turn 1. That's what the high horsepower is for. That's what the expert belt is for. From there, Aerial Ace can go into Venusaur, Leaf Blade can go into a couple Mons, potentially, or we can just use high horsepower Helping Hand for some additional coverage because there's a lot of fire types in this. The debut of our Rapidash Sunny. This is a fire ice type, which is really cool. And originally, I had the Slush Rush ability here. And then I realized, wait a minute, Flash Fire means they are immune to fire. So, this makes them a solid switch-in for anything on the opposing team that is going to be using fire moves into something like, let's say, a Leafeon. So, my plan is on turn 2, I know that Leafeon is going to get targeted down by probably Venusaur and whatever the second Pokemon is, unless it's Sableye. And at that point, we're going to either switch in Sunny or Cat, now Charizard, because they can take that hit for Leafeon if it's fire, potentially if it's earth. If it's an earth power from Venusaur, which shouldn't be the case. My only concern there is I don't know if they can take a Sludge Bomb, but they've got really good coverage moves. We can get them in, and if we end up with 2 enemies that are primarily fire types, their Typhlosion only knows Eruption. So we can literally switch in Sunny and Cat, who both have Flash Fire, and be immune to their Typhlosion. They're turning the rain on, or the sun on, and they have a bunch of fire types. We're starting off using their sun to their advantage instead of immediately switching it to rain. So we are going to outspeed their Chlorophyll user. We're going to use Fake Out to control that, and then we can turn the rain on. That kills their momentum, it slows them down, it gives us a lot better options. Sue has good good coverage with air slash, and I now have stockpile as a way to buff special and physical defense, which makes them able to tank pretty much anything that the enemies can throw at us except Ninetales, which is why we're starting off getting rid of that Ninetales immediately. Ninetales in this game is fire electric. It has electroshock and volt switch, so we need to get that out of the way immediately. And I'm pretty sure Pelipper can take pretty much anything else, especially 3 stockpiles, leftovers. Put the rain up, they're not taking damage, pretty much. And finally, Terra. Swift swim, mystic water, in the rain, rock slide, waterfall, depending on what coverage we need. Takedown is going to be a solid neutral into a couple others, and of course, protect. This is the only Mon we have that has protect at this point. We don't have any ground moves, physical ground moves at this point. So I think we're gonna have to wait until we get like an earthquake TM or something, to really go the distance here. But these two together, especially because Sue ignores earthquake, are gonna go a long way and should be able to clean up once we get past that Ninetales. The only problem I have for Terra is they do have 2 grass types, so I need to make sure that those are clear. If Roserade and Venusaur are still on the field, it's going to make it really hard for Terra to do a lot, but she will outspeed. I can at least punch them really hard with again, that's why the takedown is there, and we can potentially rock slide if there's 1 fire, 1 grass type, and there's always a chance at flinch. So that's where we're at. Oh, and I kind of said it earlier, but that's also the 2 grass types are also why Markman has Fire Punch. These 3 can, until we are ready to, these 3 can just use that sun to their advantage and punch really hard with fire. Nix, I was thinking, why did you join the guild? What do you mean? All of us have a goal to achieve. I was eager to know the story of the labyrinth. Kit wanted to make new friends. See, the more the better. That boy who recently left, Ethan, intends to become stronger and protect his loved ones. The girl that was with him is looking for her place in the world. Ethan and Olympia, that means that... Just forget about them for a moment. Nix, why are you challenging the labyrinth? Why am I challenging the labyrinth? Well, How can I explain? Initially, I just wanted to follow my sister's footsteps. Then I realized I felt an impulse, a voice that told me to reach the bottom. Amy also feels the same thing, but we can't explain why. I'm sure Amy has a purpose, otherwise she wouldn't be where she is now. What I want to tell you next is that you lack a reason, an intent, a goal. Without it, you won't get far. I don't know what it is. How about we find it out in this fight? Show me your resolve. I, Manuela, captain of the 3rd Stratum, accept your challenge. Even though we have a plan, there are a lot of things that can go wrong, and there are a lot of scary things on this team. I know my first turn, that's usually how far I plan, and then I try and just make sure I've got good coverage for the rest. And as many options as I can do, because I don't have the full knowledge of what their switch-ins are going to be. So that should be 2 one-shot, or that should be a one-shot, and Venusaur is stunned. Okay. So Venusaur is very fast here. I think we Fire Punch, high horsepower. Habitan is gonna drop from this. I'm accepting this because that's gonna let us switch in somebody who can really take out Venusaur if Venusaur is still up. Habitan goes first, so we can hopefully one-shot Typhlosion. There we go. Typhlosion down. We've got most of their stuff out of the way. I knew Sludge Bomb was going to come into that spot. I don't have a good switch in. Nobody except Markman can take that hit. That's a Lightboard Venusaur. That's why it's hitting so hard. I missed that on the initial. I wish I got to see Markman before this. Okay. Trying to think here. I wish I knew what their other Mon was gonna be. I think it's time to turn the sun off. That's also gonna turn chlorophyll off. Oh, I didn't think about the fact that that was gonna turn or disable my Fire Punch. Crap. Okay. That was actually a huge mistake. Okay, let's finish these guys off. I mean, we're still in good shape. They only have 2 Mons left. We're gonna be able to finish off. We can take that. Mark is the only one who can take that Sludge Bomb, like I said. We got Air Slash. I'm gonna switch Mark out because I think he's potentially getting double targeted here. If he does, it's not gonna be with a grass move. And then I'm going to Air Slash here. We got rid of their berry with knockoff. Oh, okay. I was expecting the fake out into the other slot. He double tapped into Sue. Interesting. Okay. Swift Swim should be fine. But I don't have a great attack. Let's go Cat, actually. I think Cat is faster than this Roserade. We'll protect, because I'm assuming... Oh. That's a problem. Whoops. Okay, there's their Entei. So, just to be clear here, this is the third boss. That is an Entei. Making sure we're on the same page here. They did turn the sun back on. So let's flamethrower this. The burn is actually really bad. I wasn't thinking about the fact the rain is gone. Okay. Leftovers. Okay. So I I could protect again here. But if they go for another Sacred Fire, I think we switch Sunny in. And that means Sunny can Drill Run here. This thing's got... So Entei has Sacred Fire, which is completely nullified by this team. Extreme Speed, which might kill Cat here, but shouldn't. Bulldoze, which will only hit Sunny, which means Cat will be okay. And Crunch, which is what it used last time. I think we go for the Air Slash. And the reason is, Cat has the Sharp Beak equipped as their item. So this is going to be Sharp Beak boosted and Stab. So it should just be the most neutral damage. And it's a chance to flinch. Okay, there we go. Not bad, not bad. So you think you got the answer? I don't think so, I'm sorry. Got other things on your mind. Don't worry, just get together with Ethan and Olympia first. You want to make peace with them, am I right? How did you... Olympia let it slip that she might be, or that she was worried about you. That boy too. Even if he tried to hide it behind his pride. I'll tell you, he was too clumsy to be able to decently conceal his feelings. That's Ethan for you. Thanks, Manu. I feel better after hearing you say that. They shouldn't be very far away. Be sure to get to them before you leave the third stratum. What are you gonna do, Kit? Oh, I'll accompany you. I can't leave you right now. Thank you. I must find them. Meanwhile, in the fourth stratum. Oh, okay. Cavallo, how long is she taking? Sorry, I hope I ain't too late. Finalmente. Is everything ready? Sure thing, buddy. Appreciate you telling me. Amy's disappearing don't sit right with me neither. Ain't no way an explorer like her just up and vanishes like that. Molto bene, let's go to the underground city then. Time to ask Frey some questions. Okay. So, I do still want to make sure I can get all the way out safely before I count on this. Because as I said, there are 2 more boss fights here, and we're going to be doing these back to back. So I think they're going to be over to the left. I want to make sure I can go back to... Okay, we can get to this base camp. The path to the fourth stratum is going to be on the left, which means that we can get our team put together here and get ready to fight. We're going to be doing a match against Ethan and it looks like Kazuki? I'm not sure I remember who Kazuki is offhand. Because that's not Olympia. Either way, this is going to be 2 full fights, or 2 teams against 2 very different teams that we have to fight through. So I am going to get another team prepared. Again, this time I still don't know if it's both of these back to back or if this is just one fight and then I can go switch teams and do another. So I'm gonna try and hedge for being able to cover both, but that's real rough. So we'll see how it goes. be right back. Okay, so I think I've put a team together that can deal with both of the upcoming fights. Genuinely not sure. I didn't fully do out the math. I just kind of got an idea of it, and there's a couple of them that I'm looking over at, and I'm like, but I think we'll be okay. So, we're heading over to the left to the 4th Stratum. I'm hoping there's not a whole section leading up to this, that it's just going to be story and boss. We've got Crucible, our Crobat, leading with Markman. And the reason we're leading these two is because they both have inner focus, and Markman has fake out. This is gonna let us take something out in the first turn and keep the way clear, get rid of a very powerful attacker first turn. We have a newcomer, Sunshine. Sunshine is here to take out their Tauros in particular, but in general is also still pretty just a strong mon. Also, there is an Annihilate, which is terrifying. And Bennett should be good into both of those. The Tauros has a normal move and a psychic move, only 2 moves that it knows. Bennett is immune to both of them. So that's kind of where we're at. Frost Curse I have here for taking out their Blastoise, because Blastoise is a strong special attacker, and it's holding a rocky helmet. So Frost Curse is going to make it do less special damage, and then also Bennett is immune to its Fake Out and Aura Sphere. There's a lot of stuff here with Fake Out, let's be very clear. And then Annihilate has Rage Fist, Drain Punch. Drain Punch we're immune to, so it can't heal itself. And Rage Fist, it's gonna do low damage until it gets hit, so we can potentially Frost Curse it or burn it to get damage going over time. We have Ashura, who has finally evolved. This is good neutral damage, 3 to 5 hits. Torque Break should just be pretty solid. There's a couple normal types, like I mentioned, Tauros, there's an Ursa Ring. Leaf Blade is going to be good. There's a couple ground types and water types. And Shadow Sneak gives us priority to finish off that Annihilate if we need to. Ashura is also, like I said, inner focus, so that's going to be good into things like Blastoise, which has Fake Out. Kecleon has Fake Out. Raichu has Fake Out. Hariyama has Fake Out. There's a lot of Fake Out in this list. So, 3rd inner focus, sure. Also, Aether type is going to be good against water, ground, flying, and fire. So, good coverage overall with its defenses and Assault Vest. So it's going to be pretty well rounded on defenses as well. Kraton, this was honestly the one I was just kind of like, yeah, I think that'll work. Did not put much effort into looking into it. As I mentioned, there's a couple water types. I really just want to make sure I've got good coverage. Should be good into the normal types. Does a lot of damage with Electroshock. Relatively bulky. Special attack, or special and physical defense. And finally, we have Sue the Firo. I put on the winged boots. That's going to give an additional speed boost. We have Volt Absorb, which can be good into Sandy Shocks, but also into a few other options. And just a good variety of coverage here with Volt Wings is strong, Drill Peck is very strong neutral against a lot of things. Drill Run is going to be good against Sandy Shocks in particular. And Leaf Blade is also good into Sandy Shocks. I'm not 100% sure which of those is better, but also Arcanine, we've got Drill Run for, Raichu. Like, there's a lot of good options here. So, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this is like I said, I don't know if the two fights are back to back, so I wanted to keep my team open enough that I wouldn't be in trouble if we were it is a whole section. I wanted to make sure we weren't going to be in trouble if it wasn't just, or if we didn't have time to heal between. If we get too specialized, it can get really hard to do. I have not done any catching on this floor yet. I think I'm gonna wait and do some cleanup either after this or once we have 4 unlocked as well. Box 2 is fine. I have some leveling and evolving to do as well. Are you allowed to be here? Camerupt. I don't think we're killing here, but that'll at least prevent Eruption from being really powerful. And it just used Amnesia into 2 physical attackers. Just a star piece. I mean, money is good, don't get me wrong. I've already kind of talked about how money is really easy to get, so it's not super worth going out of your way. Mischievous and Starmie. Psybeam, yeah. I was considering doubling up into Starmie, that first turn because of the fact that it's psychic type. And I didn't, and I somewhat regret it. But only somewhat. Okay, Ampharos is unfortunately electric psychic in this, which means I can't guarantee what it's gonna do here. I'm gonna switch into Sue. And Markman's gonna Drain Punch to get its health back up. That did more than I thought it was gonna do. Cool. Charge we can deal with. That's gonna boost special defense, and we're, again, physical. That's annoying. Oh, that does actually remind me, I was planning on using one of the PP ups. The descent from the astral kingdom birthed what we now call the Calamity, a cataclysm so vast it scoured the world clean, erasing nearly all forms of life, not a punishment, a cost of arrival. Increasing the PP on Needle Arm is something I had been meaning to do. It's only a 5 PP move, so... Okay, we're gonna go left first, I guess. Laron and Sudowoodo. Sandstream. That's obnoxious. This is... Crucible's really not good into this pairing. So they should be using... They should potentially be using rock moves here. Into Crucible. They have boosted physical defense twice, which is not great for our very physically geared team. Especially since we're going to be taking this sandstorm damage constantly. Oh. That is a really cool Etrian variant on Feraligatr. I remember which monster that's mimicking. If you haven't watched the early ones, one of the things in this is all of the Etrian variant Pokemon are based on monsters from Etrian Odyssey. Or in some cases, the player classes. And while I don't remember all of them, I definitely remember that giant alligator monster that that is based off of. Yeah, poison's super effective still. Okay. Just gonna say, I think it's Water Dragon. It's gotta be Water Dragon, right? Right? I think we go full switch here. These two just got intimidated, so their physical attacks are down. We made the correct decision by accident. That did almost nothing. Koroitan is immune to the sandstorm damage. We've got two strong electric types here that can take out that Gyarados. That can take out both of them. Electroshock is a really cool move, by the way. I don't remember if that's from one of the newer games or if that was just a addition for this, but it's like 85 base power and has a chance to cause burn, which is really cool. From fear, we draw strength. From hatred, we gain power. The greater the terror, or the greater their terror, the greater our might. Is that why they sealed us away? These, whatever is sealed away here sounds absolutely terrifying, and I have a suspicion that they are going to be setting it free, and it's going to be sad. And knowing what Etrian Odyssey and Made in Abyss, like the tone of those, it's probably not gonna be good. Okay, I do want to keep Repel up here. I'm not wanting to spend too much time on that. That looks like a Bird Keeper. So we're gonna switch our electric type into the front instead of our fighting type. Probably should have switched both, but that's okay. It's Jeff! Darn. So close to the one shot. Dragon Dance Tropius. Okay, didn't see that coming. We should be faster still. I don't know if this is going to be Volt Absorb or not. We should have thought about that one. We still have another shortcut to unlock, so I'm assuming that it's going to be a little bit further at least. Otherwise, I would have scouted for a medical kit first. That looks like a thief. I just realized that we've got a poison situation here. So let's go with Shadow Sneak. Haunter's pretty physically frail. That's fine. I was worried about something like a Sludge Bomb. I am not worried about that. And I think we just focus down. Mallow Tick. Okay, I'm guessing this is going to be it. Okay. There is not a medical kit here, so I'm going to have to walk back. I'm gonna pause real quick, and we'll start right back here with a full health team. End of the third stratum. I do not know how long this section goes. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this section, whatever it is, even if this video goes a little long. Oh, thank God, there they are. Ethan, Olympia. Huh? Nyx? Primitive, and there's also that female individual who talks funny. Listen, Ethan, why are you here? I thought I was clear. Yes, I know, but why should I care? What kind of talk is that? Stop playing the big man, stupido. Nyx is trying to make peace with you. Can't you see that? Proposal. Apologize and make up. All right. I'm sorry for calling you obnoxious, okay? Aren't you forgetting something? And I'm sorry for reacting like that. Maybe we should have mentioned something that went against Amy's orders. I promise to tell you everything as soon as we get out of the third stratum, on one condition. And that would be, I need to see if you're strong enough to deal with what lies ahead. If you can beat me, I'll tell you everything. Whenever you want. Bring it on. I'll show you how much I've improved since our first battle. I actually really like Ethan's team. I just want to say that. Okay, so we're starting off with Fake Out on Raichu and Wing Talon into Breloom. Breloom is poison fighting, so super effective from flying. Raichu has Fake Out and Thunderbolt. I want to use that Fake Out so to either to prevent it from using Thunderbolt with inner focus on both of Armons. There's a chance it might still use Fake Out, but whatever. Breloom hits almost like I was having trouble finding something that could take a hit from Breloom. It's skilling. It has several moves that that do a lot of damage. So okay, this is the Tauros that I mentioned. Unfortunately, I don't know who it's attacking into. I think I have to switch Crucible out here. I'm going to go off the assumption that they're both going to target into that slot. Ooh. Or I could do Sunshine in the left slot and Sue in the right slot to potentially catch a Volt Absorb. Just to be clear, that Tauros can one-shot Markman or Crucible, depending on what it's using. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it can still one-shot Sue also, actually. So actually, no, we'll go with Croatan here. Nailed it. Raichu has a magnet equipped. Tauros has a choice band. Oh wait, that means it's locked into Zen Headbutt right now. So yeah, I actually don't want to do that. Let's knock off here. Thunder Wave. Then Headbutt should do very little to either one of these mons. Lightning Rod, forgot about that. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we go Shadow Sneak here. It's stuck on Zen Headbutt. Is there anybody else I would want to switch in here? Not really. But we should be able to actually hit it with Electroshock after this. I suppose the other option is, okay, who is coming into this? Probably Arcanine after Raichu drops. Nailed it. Water Bomb into Arcanine. Arcanine is almost certainly using a Flare Blitz into Kureitan here. Probably gonna have to start dealing with this Tauros eventually. This is at least going to reduce the damage it takes. Or the damage that the Tauros does, rather. So we're going to switch Ashura in. That's going to hurt. I was kind of hoping... yeah. I was kind of hoping that that knockoff was going to hit before Tauros. Arcanine. Guess we go Crucible here, just to outspeed. I don't know if this is enough to kill. I'm a little hesitant to rely on it. We'll risk it. And let's go Poison Jab into Tauros. Kureitan should be faster than Arcanine and Tauros. We needed that. Blastoise is what we wanted to see here. Poison Jab into Tauros. Awesome. Now we've got some inevitability. They're going to use Double Edge, which is really strong, but their Choice Band is down. And the recoil ended up being enough to kill them. Okay, Kecleon has Protean. Frost Curse. Super Fang? No. Okay. I have no obvious way to predict what Kecleon's gonna do here. But my concern... So if it uses Fake Out, it stays normal type, and that's fine. If it uses Shadow Sneak, though, Protean is going to mean it's going to turn into a ghost type at priority, which is going to make it a lot harder to hit. It means I can't use Super Fang on it. I'm going to use Bite. You must be using Night Slash or Slash. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Didn't think about that. I think it's time for Sue to come in. Dark type into... Yep. That was kind of what I was guessing. It's currently Dark type. I'm trying to think if it happened to use Shadow Sneak, I would be thrilled. Because it could mean that I'd end up doing a ton with a Shadow Claw into it. Screw it, let's try it. I'm just gonna knock off into this spot. It should do a bunch because it's got a held item. And then I can Volt Wings into Blastoise. Switch over to Markman. Ghost type. Fortunately, that's really obnoxious. But that's enough anyway. I'll never get to your level, Mother. Okay, Mother. What do you think? Did I pass the test? With flying colors. I shouldn't have doubted your strength. Achoo! The battle solves all problems. Yeah. Warning, warning, hostile approach. Olympia? Oh, I just really needed to warm up. 1 down, 3 to go. Greetings, Prince. How about you give me the medallion? I don't know what you're talking about. That's how it is, huh? Let's see. Who could be next? You, pink hair. Kit, no questions, just go. Running is futile, little one. Don't take another step. It's me you want, right? Oh, okay. So the information was correct. There you are, Prince of the Yggdrasil. To whom do I have the honor of speaking? Kazuki, Abyssal General. I'm sure you've already figured it out, but you can't beat me. Give me the medallion, and I might even think about sparing you. Yeah. Most likely I'd lose in a direct confrontation, but maybe there's someone who can give you a hard time. Olympia, you have permission to go into assault mode. That's what I wanted to hear. Lift your finger against someone and get ready for the consequences. Oh! Shall we get started? Ethan, Olympia, what's going on? No time for explanations. We need your help. They healed the party at least. 3 against 1, huh? See, you're struggling, Kazuki. You take care of the girl. I'll handle the Yggdrasil scum. At your orders, milady. Well, little one, say your prayers. Okay, Kazuki, Abyssal General. I'm slightly concerned here. We just need to take this thing out before it gets going. At least it's slow. Just to be clear, that is a Guts Facade Ursa Ring, which is why I was concerned. We should be able to finish it off. Honestly, Hariyama's defenses aren't that good, so we'll just attack into it. We'll Wing Talon here. We need to finish it off before it gets its guts and facade boosts. Don't love that. Okay, do I have a good switch in for Markman? What do I think they're gonna do? I'm assuming we're gonna get a Bullet Punch from Hariyama because we have a very low hit point character. And Slowking is gonna use a random move, or possibly use Ice Beam into Crucible. We're gonna risk this. Slowking is too bulky for me to one-shot it. Maxed out defense. So what I'm gonna do is switch in Ashura to take that Bullet Punch. Ashura can take a Flamethrower or a Scald from Slowking. Crucible one-shots there. The only thing that could be a problem here is if Ice Beam goes into that slot. Which I knew was a possibility, but that also lets me get in Sue. I don't know if this is going to be enough. It was not. I don't think either of these are going to be enough. Unfortunately, these are very bulky mons. Ice Beam into Ashura. Frostbite. We're going to lose to the condition. That's annoying. Honestly, we are in not great shape right now. This should finish Wall Rain off. That'll at least prevent it from doing anything. Electroshock into Slowking. Slowking is more physically bulky, so using a special attack here will be better. I probably should have brought Croyten in instead in the first place. Yeah. And that leaves us with Sandy Shock and Annihilate. Ugh. I do not know how fast these are. They are both max trained for speed, but so is Ashura. Let's just... I feel like we need... Oh, actually, wait, that's scary. Don't love this. Okay, so if we Aether into Annihilate, the good thing is it should do a lot of damage. The bad thing is it hits up to 5 times, which empowers Rage Fist. So, I figured there's a chance that Ashura attacks into Kuraitan. Or into the other slot, rather. Sturdy. We were at full health at the start of the turn. I was really hoping for a burn there. It's locked into Drain Punch. It can't hit Sunshine. As long as we can take out that Sandy Shock, we are actually good. Because Annihilate literally cannot hit Sunshine. Part of why I swapped Markman out, even though his health was so low, is because bringing him back in gives us 1 turn of fake out pressure. That's all we needed. That's gonna let him, or that's gonna prevent Sandy Shock from doing anything back. What? It got hit with fake out. I'm not sure how that works, but we're okay, so that's fine. We'll Shadow Sneak into Sandy Shocks here. That'll finish it off. And double Shadow Sneak for the win. How... so much power in a mere human. How is it possible? I'm sure that was my Pokemon, but that's fine. Curse you! You had a hard time even though it was 2 against 1. Just who are you? This doesn't concern you. Kosuki, For now, withdraw. We have enough information. Got it. We'll meet again. We did it. Affirmative. Hostile not found. Nix, how do you feel? Is everything all right? Yes, at least I think so. But you owe me some explanations. First the Yggdras, then the Abyssals? I'm so confused right now. Ugh. Nix, erratic vitals detected. I don't feel so good. Nix! This place again. Welcome back. You've had a hard time, huh? You were pretty good, though. You want to mess with me some more? You're very similar to that Kazuki. Who are you really? I don't know, but after your last fainting, I started to understand some things. First of all, right now, we are inside your mind. Also, this meeting of ours seems to be triggered by certain events. What words did you think the first time just before you passed out? To be honest, I don't remember. Let me jog your memory. Yggdra. Abyssal. Both terms you read on that steel. And guess what happened some minutes ago? That's right. Not only have the same concepts been repeated, but you've also seen them. Makes sense, but still doesn't explain why you're in my mind. I think you're expecting too much from me. It's already surprising I came to these conclusions. Oh, right, one last thing. That guy Kazuki, I think I know him. What's it supposed to mean? I told you I think I know him. I have no memory of him, yet his face is so familiar to me. Hey, Scallywag, avast Warrior Lady Olympia, and open your eyes. Nix, wake up! Very well, this meeting is over. We'll meet again next. Wait. Vital stabilized. Welcome back, Nix. God, I was so worried. When you told me to run back to base camp, I got reinforcements. Oh, is that why you're here too, Brody? I had to. I heard Lady Olympia was in danger. When we docked, there was no one left to fight. Where's that scurvy dog gone? He got away, but at least we managed to defeat him. How dare he? You alright, Security? Yeah, I'm just really tired. Don't worry. Perfetto. I have so many questions, but I'm sure you can't tell me right now, so I won't insist. Bene, I have other things to do elsewhere. Do not make me worry, Capito. That's all. I'll get back to me matters. Take care. Nix, shall we go? Yes, I want to know more about this story and my sister. Reunion done. Hooray. Oh boy. That was a lot. Progenitors searched for the porcelain offering, hoping it would end the war and bring peace. For eons, the search proved futile, and yet the promise of its power remained an elusive dream. Unable to find it, he turned to his god, believing only war could bring the salvation he sought. Thus, the war against the line of the sacred tree was set into motion. Well, oh, that's not actually a path. The glazed forest veils the true nature of the porcelain offering. We have wandered its crystal paths for centuries chasing whispers, but not a single trace remains. Is it a myth, or have we simply not earned the right to find it? Okay. And once again, we have the traditional stairway to the next layer of the abyss, or next layer of the labyrinth. It's so pretty. Perfect, we're almost there. We just need to go a little further. I thought you said you would tell me everything once we got to the 4th stratum. Where are you taking me? Destination? Etria. Etria? It's our hometown. We'll all get clear once we're there. For now, let's proceed until we get west to a rock formation. Okay. And while I would love to go a little further, this has been a very long video, so you're gonna have to wait until next time to find out what happens next. That was a really cool boss fight. I'm still not sure what happened with that fake out at the end. But we got through. And think we're gonna have another fight coming up here shortly. As soon as we get to Etria. And then things are gonna slow down a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, I'm excited. We're already getting into the 40 to 50 range. I think the game gets up to about 75. So even though, you know, we've only completed 3 out of 8 Stratums, we are still level-wise. We've gotten through a good chunk. I think it's going to go a little faster once we get going here. Yeah. I'm excited to see what's next. There's a few things that unlock after the 3rd Stratum, but not a ton. So we're pretty much going into clear the 4th Stratum, then we're going to go back and explore all the things. My plan is pretty much to clear the ocean areas after the 4th Stratum. Hopefully you're enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.